of COVID-19 protocol that I should make an arrangement. They'll bring her to the clinic where I was supposed to treat her. So the next day, that I had to pay, that Saturday on the 19th, I had to pay 5,000 into the school account. And they brought her to the clinic. But when she got there, she was asking me why I didn't come to pick her rather than make this. And I told them the school said because of COVID-19 protocol, she'll be in isolation for 7 days when she gets back. I don't want that for her. She said, that's a lie. Nobody stays in isolation. That the girl in the vehicle, there was another girl, was given an exit to go for her mother's birthday. And she was coming home for medical reasons. So I promised her I would go back and pick her after she goes back to school. So when she left, though we had some conversation, she said they were very mean to her and all that. When she left, I called the principal who said I can come and pick her. But when I got there, they wouldn't allow me pick her. So I actually turned back to go home because they said they would take care of her. But on my way home, she called through the school phone and told me, you don't even know why I asked you to come and take me and you're going without me. And then her house mother, Mrs. Rita Abedeji, now told me that I should disregard whatever the matron was telling me. That on Wednesday, the 16th of June, Keren could not even walk to school. She had to be supported by her friends to go and take a test, which she wrote writing. That I should come back and make a lot of noise at the school gate so they'll allow me to take her home. So I came back, I kept on calling the principal and the matron, but they wouldn't pick my call, so I sent text messages to them. Eventually, the matron picked my call and said they were going to release her to me, but it took close to an hour before she came to me. And when she got to me, the school also insisted that they must take a snapshot of my ID card before they will allow her go. I have two other children uh, that had gone through that school, and it had never happened that they take a snapshot of my. I was confused, but I allowed them to do that. And then when she came to me, she came with her head bowed. She couldn't look me in the face. I brought her home through. She's a talkative. She couldn't talk. But on Sunday, she took ill. By Monday morning, took her to the hospital. In the process of treating her, they saw a discharge that was tested to be condom, and her urine had dead spermatozoa in it. So early hours of Tuesday morning, she passed. But before she passed, I called the school authority the Monday, and they came and they accepted responsibility and expressed the regrets of that happening to her. But immediately she died, the page turned, started accusing me of being a careless mom and all that. And it had happened under my care. But she was in school when it happened. I reported to the FCT command on the 22nd, the same day she died. And it's now been a very good journey because somehow information like her medical report and the autopsy report they refused to release to us, they released to the school. We reported all the school had been doing because the principal in one of his interview even said that if they had known there was a condom in her, they would have removed it. But they were seen not to be working. So on the 6th of October, we filed a petition for the case to be transferred to the force headquarters, which it was, and they're handling the case now.
Okay, so now what are you asking the government to?
Justice. Just justice. A closure. Justice so that it doesn't happen to another Nigerian child.
Okay, when you say the government is working to get the perpetrators.
When you say the government, that means the police. Well, let's see what the force headquarters does. But for the FCT command, I wouldn't say they worked towards justice.
Has all it takes to move this to a very conclusive end. And I can assure you that there has been very positive developments. Yesterday, at the House of Reps, there was a resolution that this matter should be investigated. So if we had lost hope and we stop pushing, we will not have gotten to that stage. And I am confident that that is just the beginning. One thing is sure, no matter how long crime takes, it may take so long, but we'll get to the end of it. So I have hope that we'll get to the end of this matter, and the rapist, yes, let me clearly, I don't want to say alleged rapist, the rapist will be caught and brought to book. All we want the school to do is to have the courage to bring out whoever this rapist is. Because the effort they have made to subvert justice will tell anybody that they have much more to hide. Let them, we are not interested in their business. Nobody is interested in what goes on in the school. But we are interested in the well-being of those children. And like I keep saying, anybody who is a parent must be concerned. Today it is Keren, tomorrow it can be any other child who will be so close to you.
Okay, so what would be the next action if government continue to keep mute over this case?
I don't want to look at an extreme case, but the government will wake up. The government will come out and do what they need to do, because this agitation will not stop. This protest will not stop.
Are we seeing more of this?
Of course, of course. Last week, this group were in Makurdi, and it was the same issue, it was the same protest. So it cannot stop. I am sure that any moment soon, the Benue House of Assembly, because the late Karen was from Benue, the Benue House of Assembly, the government of Benue will rise to defend their late star, whose life was cut short by a very wicked, devilish, and evil rapist resident in Premier Academy in Lugbe.
Thank you, sir.
Going to act. As it were, that happened 2 months ago. But Keren